Sorry. Never
No, it's
mind.
okay. It's okay. Um, Trill, it's your pick, so go ahead. Or you just want me to host. Trill, you there? Hello? Missed?
Yes.
Okay, I think Trill's frozen. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'll start it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Black Film Talk. I'm Mac, and I'm joined by Trill XO and Mist. And hopefully we'll soon be joined by Loveless. Hopefully he'll pop up in here in a few minutes. Um, but we're here to talk about a Pacific film. And that film is I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, directed by Kenny Ivory Wayans. Trill, you still here? I'm hearing the rapper. Okay, he's here. Or is that you missed?
That is not me because I'm not moving.
Okay. Anyway, we are here to talk about I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. So, Miss, when was the first time you actually watched I'm Gonna Get You Sucker?
It was a while ago. I can't even tell you how far back, but it was kind of like one of those random flipping through the channels moments, and it's like, oh hey, I recognize. I think I saw Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Hmm, okay.
And I was like, oh, what's this? So yeah, started watching it and thought it was funny.
Yeah. I think I watched the tail end on BET. Um, and I remember watching it, and I really was like trying to find this shot. Like years later, I finally watched it, but I've watched it like just like you said a while ago off camera. I watched the like part like I never got to see the entire beginning of the movie, so this is my first time actually watching it full
Yeah,
length.
this was my first time watching it from beginning to end because I
Yeah,
came in very close to the beginning.
yeah,
I realized I missed the first 20 or so minutes of it.
yeah. Because I came in at the part where he was literally just meeting meaning how you say it, Slade? Is it Slade or
Yeah,
Slade?
yeah, Slade. Yeah.
Slade when he's first met Slade when he's trying to
Yeah,
meet Slade.
I came in when he was at the what's it, Black Revolution party place.
Eh, Okay, sorry, I had to yawn. Um, yeah. So, yeah, that's where I came in. Trail, when was the first time you watched this film? Okay, cool. So Trail, do you like so Trail, how do you feel about cream cheese?
I actually like cream cheese.
Cream cheese is good.
I actually like salmon cream cheese.
Yeah, I never had salmon and cream cheese. I can have it now. Actually, I can have salmon and cream cheese. Cream cheese is not bad. Just can't put it on bread. But yeah. Trill, Trillo XO. Blink if you're okay.
I don't want to hear that from you because your avatar is all kinds of cracked out. Talking about some blink.
I'm blinking anyway, so
I know, but you look cracked out when you do.
okay. Well, give me a can and let me cut a hole in it.
Anyways,
Anyway, while we're waiting on Trill, we'll get to him in a few minutes. So with that said, this is Trill's pick, by the way. So let's go and talk about our favorite scene from this film. Well, no. Let's start with the favorite line. What's your well? So Miss, what is your favorite line?
Ah, you know what? This isn't a scene necessarily, but it was just kind of like this whole, and I forgot how he said it all, but the part where David Allen Greer was talking about how he grew up in a white neighborhood.
I grew up in a white neighborhood. I grew up in a white neighborhood with all my white friends. It was so hilarious. Up, Trill's coming back in the future. Like I grew up in a white neighborhood with all my white friends, and I don't go near the ghetto.
Like,
That shit
I mean,
made me
that
laugh
was
too.
more than a line that he says, but that whole like little monologue that he did was just
That was
that had me out.
hilarious. That was hilarious. I like that line. Um, Mine is literally I had to like stop the film and just start crying laughing was like when the I forgot her name. Um what's the name of the daughter-in-law? What's her name?
Oh, Don Lewis, the lovely Don Lewis.
Don Lewis. When she popped up in there and she started saying, "I can't believe nobody cared about Junebug. He's such a great person." And then his mom, then the mom said, "You know he ain't shit."
Okay, I loved every scene that had Jeanne Dubois in it. She was freaking hilarious.
Yes, she
And
was. She was. She just kept it real. Like when she said, but that particular line hit my funny bone so badly because she's sitting there like, I can't believe nobody came to Junebug's funeral. He's such a good man. You know he ain't shit.
you know what's messed up is that was about her own son too.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that was the fucked up part. Like he ain't shit. Like what? She cared
All
about her.
right.
She cared about
Can you
Johnny.
guys hear me now? I think
Yeah,
I
we can hear
fixed
you
Yes,
it.
now. Yes, yes.
yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, for sure. I had to
So
get on my cell phone. I don't know what's wrong with my laptop.
no, that's okay, Trill. So Trill, question. We're going over
Hmm.
favorite line. I said, I think Miss. What was yours, Miss?
The David Allen Greer
Yeah, David Allen Greer
talking
talking
about how he grew up in a white
white
neighborhood.
neighborhood, and mine was when at the beginning when Dawn went in there and was talking good about her ex-husband, her dead husband, and his mom. Her mom
Oh yeah,
said,
the daughter-in-law's name is Cheryl. That's
"Yeah,
right.
Cheryl." Cheryl was sitting there saying, "I can't believe nobody came to Junebug's funeral," and then the mom said, "You know he ain't shit."
My favorite's probably those are both good. My favorite's probably the when they were talking about Junebug, how like they said he died, he overdosed on gold. I think that one really sticks out to me. Or when in the parking lot and the dude has a revolver and he shoots like 12 times and the
Oh,
guy
that's favorite scene.
complains.
That's the favorite scene. We're talking about line.
I like that line though when in the line when he's like, particularly like you shot 15 times. That's a 38. You're only supposed to have 8 shots. That shit's funny as hell because I
Yeah,
know
no, no,
guns.
no, no.
So that
Yeah,
shit's
that is
funny as hell
funny.
to me.
That was funny, but you
But
want to know?
yeah.
This is my. I thought you were gonna say my backup line. He just went up there, got close to him, and he said, "We get that some bitch."
Can we add a question in here?
Yeah,
Because
go ahead.
this one actually is specific to this movie. What was your favorite running gag or joke in the movie? Because there was a few of them that kept repeating.
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna steal everybody, but the gag of them trying to tell them that either you can take the stairs or you can wait the windows or the
That
stairs.
was one of my favorites. That really was.
Yeah, you want to take the windows or you can take the stairs. He said, "We'll take the stairs," and then just throw them down the stairs. But
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah,
But what made that funny is the last one where he was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna throw me down the stairs, man." He
that's some
jumps out the window,
bullshit.
jumps out the window, and they're like, he could have taken the elevator.
Elevator, yeah.
Elevator, yeah.
The elevator, like Antonio First, he could have taken the elevator. But then again, you don't know what they would do in that elevator because you don't think they would just empty the shaft, like empty the elevator shaft and just throw them down the elevator. No.
I think the my favorite would be the running gag of them constantly making fun of another legendary black film within their film, and even using stars of those films, like what's his name that ran the barbecue place?
Oh, Isaac
That
Hayes.
whole that yeah, Isaac Hayes. That whole Isaac Hayes' whole character with the bunion, with the big ass gun, with him his homeboy falling
The
on the
fact that they
bullets.
play Shaft.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're so tongue in cheek about it. It's hilarious. Like,
Well,
but if you don't know Shaft, you would think he came from this movie. This is the only
right.
movie you've seen, so it's really
Well,
good. Go
there
ahead.
is one line I like, and when he was talking to Jim Brown, and he said, "I don't even like this kid. What do you do?" He said, I play running back in high school.
I used to play football,
I
and
used to
there's
play
just this moment where he
football,
just
and
looks
then
at
he
him like,
just looked at it.
I okay.
I was like, "Okay, fuck you." That's funny. Like, yeah, the man played football. Like, he's the greatest running back of all time. You're gonna sit up there and talk shit. Like, I play football. He's like, okay. Or the
I
running.
think my favorite running gag has to do with the gold chains itself, where they're like, how did you go to the bathroom with all that on?
No, another running gag I like was the mother having a different actor kick everybody's ass.
That, oh my gosh, that had me dying.
I was like, that's
Because
definitely
I had to stop it because I'm like, did they just switch people? Dude, it wasn't even like it was another black woman or light skinned woman. It was a straight up dude in a mustache.
mustache beating people up. And they did it in slow motion. I think the funny part was they wanted you to know that was a different
Yeah, because he
person.
was all up in the camera,
It
which
was
is
such a
kind of something we talked about with Black Dynamite because they do that
yes.
kind of stuff too.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
in your favorite scene,
Yeah, in my favorite scene, which will be in a future episode. The next, which is the next episode. Sorry.
Sorry, friends and family. I work was hitting me up, even on my off day.
Nah, it's
I'm
okay.
still somehow important enough to be trusted with $10,000 in the safe, but not important enough to make it every paycheck. Can I get an amen?
Amen. Anyway,
Can I
where's
get a
John Witherspoon?
tabernacle?
anyway, so we're gonna go favorite sing.
Hey, what about the Ghetto Olympics, bro?
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
That was hilarious, but I think I could top that. Johnny, Kung Fu Johnny. Um,
Yeah, okay.
that
With
was
the
like
damn
50,
shoes.
like 20 pigs against one man. He said, "You're gonna have to get a lot more people to get me."
Lift his
They
ass
Just
shot
for
the
up.
him to be
shit out of him.
alive. He's alive at the end of the movie too. They're okay. Hey man, you got a band-aid?
Yeah, yeah. Did you hear the noises you're making? He was like,
That was cracking me up when he was like getting out the car. Oh,
yes, yes. That shit was killing me.
Why the hell is he doing that? Like, what the fuck? Look what
He
we
was
got.
dressed like a black Brewster. That shit was hilarious.
I like how Keen Everways was like, oh, Master Lee taught you karate. No, man, he was my acting teacher.
It was no, that was funny because I didn't know the actor who did it for him to do like a joke like that really like sold it because I never thought he could do it because I was like doing a phone joke. I don't think he would do something like that. He did do it. He was like, "Hello." He said, "Hey man, they're coming for you." I'm sorry. He said, "Oh, they're coming for you." He said, they got me right now. You're on your own." Ha, this is a joke. Like, damn it, this stuff I got to answer it
No, the fact that there was like the longest pause after his monologue, just to be like, just messing with you.
Just
I'm not
messing
here.
with you. I was like,
I'm not here. Leave him as it. Right when he was gonna die, like,
yeah. I'm still wondering
oh
how he
man.
walked because them jokers literally shot his ass
They
up.
lit him up.
They lit him up. They surrounded him. I was like, there is no chance in hell. They should have made Swiss cheese of him. There's no chance he should have walked out of there.
What
Like,
about them shoes though? Them shoes that had the fish in them.
Okay,
Come
I
on,
always
what?
God!
thought those
That
were
shit
so
had me
cool.
dying.
I thought that was so cool to have like the goldfish in the shoes.
Oh,
Fish
Antonio
been
Fargas.
dead.
The fact that they got Antonio Fargas in that film is amazing.
Who is a
Then he
legend.
broke the heel and he had to gallop and walk like a broken stripper down the street because they was laughing at his ass while he was stripping, trying to look he was cool. Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Or the fact, or the fact that King Ivor Waynes is literally trying, like Johnny is literally trying to like patch a wound and is literally just a small cut. I'm like, what the
Screaming like he
hell?
had like his guts on the floor
Like,
and
yeah,
he had a paper cut.
like,
It
yeah,
was like a
like
little
you're acting like
splinter,
this
a
nigga
little
got
boo
shot. You didn't
boo.
get shot.
Sat
Oh,
there and cauterized the little itty bitty cut that he had on his finger.
He used a paper clip to cauterize him, didn't he? Or did he use a knife? That shit was hilarious.
I just like the fact, like I would have to say another favorite scene is literally her walking down what's her name, walking down the street and she has cramps.
Okay,
Oh yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
that's one of my favorite scenes simply because ooh, I can relate. I can relate, especially when she turned into the little demon version of herself. It's like, yeah, I've been through that.
He's like,
Do not catch me in a dark alley at the wrong time. I might kill you.
what the hell's
Yeah,
wrong with
that
you?
scene reminds me of like every time I'm married for the people know this and don't know.
Yeah.
Every time I can tell when it's that time for my wife because 2 days before she gets really clingy. Like she wants my wife's not like a hugger. She's like, I'll kiss you goodbye, but like she's not a romantic person at all. And I'm a hopeless romantic, right? So we fit together perfectly. So she'll like want to cuddle, and then the next day she'll want to cuddle, and then the next day she's like, you know what, Lat? On Monday, when I cussed you out for not putting the toilet seat down, you never guess what happened. I'm like, I bet you it ends with me having to go to Walgreens today, doesn't it? She's like, yeah, it does. I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
So I definitely laugh at that one.
I
That part.
get her on that one.
But that
Yeah,
scene was just
she
That's
don't
one of
give
my
a
favorite scenes,
telling you.
especially since I saw the setup coming. As soon as she opened the person, I saw Midol. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh
oh
shit. Yep.
shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Them
I
pills
feel you,
and the
girl.
Tampax. Yep.
Yeah, she was about to. She literally told like the fact that he was like she just it's just Damon Wayans and he just know how to scream like a girl and he just
And she worked like as a, if I remember the movie correctly, she was like a waitress, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so like you already stressed out with broke motherfuckers and
Yes, and
bullshit.
that dude
And
was
then you
not
work in the
helping.
hood,
That dude
you
wasn't
work in the hood
helping.
and people, I'm gonna keep it buck with y'all. Dealing with poor people is worse than dealing with rich people. Rich
Yeah.
people treat you like shit, but at least they give you enough money that you're gonna be okay. Poor people treat you like shit and then don't give you no damn money. It's a terrible exchange because when you work in guest service, especially as a server in the food service industry, people just treat you like shit universally.
Yeah.
They don't think your life matters. They don't care about you. I don't care if you're working from fast food to fine dining like I work in now. They
Yeah.
don't give two fucks.
Yeah. I get it.
So my favorite scene, Cherry. If you remember her.
We're talking about the
Oh, with
prosthetic
the leg.
legs that starts her
Yes.
The,
legs and
the
everything.
bald head.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
Yes.
god.
realized.
That is a real life Tinder date.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a nightmare. That just came out
That
there
is
drunk. He said, "Man, was it?" He said, "You came back fast." It was.
that is a Bumble date if I've ever seen one in my life.
Yeah.
And you know what's really funny about that is I think her name is Anna Marie Johnson. She's actually really pretty.
No, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She
Gorgeous.
is
She was on
beautiful.
what was that show back in the day? She was on it with the Wayans brothers too.
She was in Living Color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I was thinking of. Yes, yes, gorgeous. I always remember looking at her and live in color. You can do what you wanna do. And then right when her part come on, damn, she bad.
Now,
Yeah, she was
Married to a light
she
skinned girl with
and you
curly
know
hair
what?
now. That's all I'm saying.
She's still actually very beautiful.
yeah.
Mm-mm,
But
don't give me
another scene I like was just you knew they had to include Kim Wayans, and they gave Kim Wayans the best part.
Oh, wait, that's
That shit was hilarious.
why was homegirl on the floor singing?
She was just sitting there. I don't know what they did with Kim. They just told her, look, just sing. Like,
Like,
I don't
she's
know
a
what.
Wayans. They just said action and she took over.
She just took over. She's like, just sing whatever. Like, Keenan just said, sing whatever you want. And then she just sang when the Saints come marching in, and just like, cut. That's perfect.
I never understood why she chose that song, but it is at peak comedic history to
Yes.
be
Like, she
dressed
is
like
literally on
you're
stage.
50 years older than you actually are, walking, talking about the Saints. Like we all know that lady from Black Church. We all know her. So the fact that she bodied that shit and that, like, well, I think the scene couldn't have been more than 4 minutes, but
She stole the
ooh, you're
scene.
right. That was funny. That
She
was funny as
stole
hell.
that scene.
Oh,
I
Mhm.
thought she's like
okay.
that's when I noticed, like, I started thinking, man, all the Waynes are just funny as hell. They know how to do it.
I forgot to say my number one scene. And this is honestly the first time I ever saw this movie. This was the scene I came in when I first watched this movie. And that was
Oh,
when Keenan Ivory Wayans goes to the, what is it called? The Black Liberation
Oh
Party.
shit, that shit had me laughing.
Okay,
Bartenders,
what
clans,
had me
wows, the sex.
laughing is
Oh
the
god.
fact that they made a reference to the Brady Bunch while having freaking Jam Brady, who was actually my favorite Brady. While they had Jam Brady acting like that one white woman who had a black man, because she did.
Clarence.
and their kids came
what's
out
her
and they
name
were
now?
pure white. What, in the
What's
movie
her
or
name
the?
now? No, 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 no. What's a good reference for her now? She a white lady that told everybody she was black, and they got mad when we found out she wasn't black. What is her name? You know exactly
Oh,
what I'm talking about.
Rachel Dolezal.
Yes,
Dolezal.
yes, y'all. For people that ain't seen it, imagine her married to Dr. Umar Johnson, and that's the motherfucking scene. And the
Oh
kids come
god.
out and they pale like Jim Carrey.
Ooh,
That's what
those
she talking
babies were
about because y'all can't see that. That shit
so
is
white.
They were so
hilarious.
white. And they were
Hilarious.
And fun fact, did you know that one of the little girl, that is the same little girl who was in Jurassic Park?
oh nice.
Oh, snap. You mean the one that with the hands with help their brother. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
first
that's the
Jurassic
same little
Park.
girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I love
I
that movie.
like, it was funny because when I saw her, I'm like, why does she look familiar? Then I looked it up. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the same. Her name is Ariana Richards.
Uh, what
I haven't
was the
heard nothing from
report?
her.
What was the report on Abraham Lincoln? What was it like? What was his report?
Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, they were talking about Abraham Lincoln.
What?
Oh,
Who was?
the little boy was talking, did a report on Abraham Lincoln. He was like,
Oh, in the movie. I was like, what,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, he did a
I was
report on Abraham
lost in the
Lincoln. Yeah.
sauce, brother. Yes. Yes, he was talking about how he had freed the slaves and how he was a real
called them
white man
white
for it.
trash.
He was like he was taking history and like flipping it, like talking shit about
Also, I like how they kept making references to beans.
it. What was they eating? Wasn't it like a bean pie or some shit?
He offered him a bean pie. He's like, no, no, no. He's like, you want something to drink? Uh, I can get you, like, I think he said like tea or a soda. He's like, okay, a soda. It was bean soda.
Bean soda, yeah. I would smack the shit out you, Mac. You hand me a bean
I'm gonna
soda,
get you some
and
bean
I'm
soda
not
when we
buying
go to
it.
Dago, Chicago. You want some bean soda?
I
Yeah,
would
that's
put
all I
you.
can
I would
drink.
put you in a figure four leg lock.
I
That'd be fucked up.
I just damn it. I,
Wouldn't you like to see that? That'd be hilarious, though. Me putting you in a figure four leg
but
lock.
there
How would that? Just the
I want to
shape of
go
that would
back
be
to the
funny.
craft scene because I just like the fact that Damon Wayans was sitting there screaming like a little girl, and then Kadeem, who also was in a different world, like
Who was that? Dwayne Wayne. Put
yep,
respect on
Dwayne
the man's
Wayne,
name. Dwayne Wayne. OG.
yeah, yeah, he was in
Oh,
there, and then
gee.
he was like, he was sitting there saying, like, he said, what happened? He said, what were you doing? I said, I wasn't screaming. He said, what you? This said, so that when you, I was sitting there yelling. He said, you went
No,
told me to
I
this.
was whistling.
That was
I was
whistling. He said I
whistling.
was
So
whistling for
I
you.
guess you weren't. So I guess you weren't. What you were whistling? Get this bitch off me! Crazy
Yeah.
bitch off me!
Yeah. She was beating the shit out of his ass.
That shit
I
was
like how progressively they was more fucked up throughout the movie. Like they
it
came the
was so
first scene,
perfect,
they was
yeah.
clean, and in the last scene, they already had crutches and shit.
No, no, when Slade literally blowed himself up and then they didn't hear that shit. He said, "You farted."
No, like with that one, I think you mentioned this earlier, Mac, where Isaac Hayes like had all of his guns on him, and then he slipped and he shot himself.
Oh yeah, I said that when all my bullets hit his ass when he fell on his back.
The faces he made, the faces were just so gold. Like, ooh, oh, ooh,
He's like, "Oh my nuts!"
oh my balls. Like, I'm sitting there down like all these faces you making. These are hilarious. But like I
He
said,
still
my favorite
lived though. That
line
shit
was,
was funny as hell.
yeah, that was
Oh, we have to mention one scene because it's not random, but it's a kind of blink if and you miss it moment, and that is Chris Rock.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you pull the
How
wire
much
out
can
my
I get
good Lord,
for
dude. All right,
For
13
a
cents
rib.
for
for a
real.
rib?
So that's 50.
I
He was
sure
doing
is
the
hungry.
math. He said, that's 50 cent. He said, that's 50 cent per rib. So let me get a rib. Let me get some rib. All right, one lack of rib. No, one rib. How much for a drink? He said, I'm showing him hungry. Let me get a cup.
Hmm
Let me get something to drink. That's $1. All right. Well, let me get 15 cents. He said, that's too much. Can you give me
Like 15 cents for a sip.
for a
For a
sip?
sip.
He said, that's too much. He said, fuck it. Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand.
Pour it in my hands.
Put it in my hand and I do it. I don't get what was the reference for. Was he like a crackhead or something? Or
Well, yeah, because he did that shtick, or no, he did it later. He did that shtick later.
in
So
New
this was kind
Jack
of like the
City? Yeah, New Jack.
precursor to that. Not New Jack City. He also did that on In Living Color.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm
Oh boy, that man was hilarious.
No, that is how people be in the restaurant industry. That's dead ass. That's dead ass what they
Trying to
be
cut
on.
a deal on something that's a set price.
Trying to cut a deal on anything. And
Let me
and
get a
then
hamburger without
it's
the
always a
patty.
person. And then the part that's funny is it's always a person that looks like Chris Rock, right? And they always pull out way more cash than what they was arguing over. That's how it
Oh yeah,
happens
because he does
every
say,
time.
"Do you have
They
change for
they
100?"
Exactly. They never use a credit card. They always have way more cash than what the fuck they was talking about. So it's like you wasted everybody's motherfucking time. Cause like after a while, cause they talk you down on it so much, even through that conversation, you almost felt like he was just broke and was hungry, right? So then when he pulled out the cash, it was another gag. It was an additional laugh inside the joke. Where you're like, this motherfucker had the money the whole time.
Yeah,
But
because
when you really
he
going
had
through
a good
that shit ain't
wad
no
of
joke.
money.
Bro, he had all hundreds. All hundreds. All old green faces. Okay. He had all them but motherfuckers.
Oh boy.
Like he had just cashed a check.
Damn it,
Talking
this
about,
film.
talking about my cups is 15 cents. Fucking pour it in my hand. He was talking
He
all
said, fucking
shit.
pour in my hand. He said, fucking pour it in my hand. Oh
That
man.
sure is hungry.
Yeah, sure is hungry. I just like the fact that they when they shot Jim Brown and it was in the foot and it was like a big ass he said, I can't go anymore.
Onion.
He said, I don't care what y'all do. I don't care what y'all do. If one of you step in my car, I'm gonna
I
shoot
will
both
kill
of you.
you.
That man,
Oh shit.
I didn't know.
I just love any scene with the mama in it simply because that was like you said, that was a real mama. Like, do not play with me. And he locked her in the storage closet.
Oh yeah, she was kicking people's ass. That was everybody's mama. That's why that shit was so funny. That was everybody's mama.
Yeah.
Even if that wasn't your mama, you knew someone's mama who was like that. That was everybody's
That was my mama because I tested those waters and ooh, I will never test those waters again.
Yeah.
mama.
I like the fact that Slate was talking about what he used to did to his mom and without knowing who his mom was. She had this thing with a tongue.
I
Oh
had to
yeah.
stop the movie for a second with that It's like,
Yeah, I
oh
had to
no,
die
no, no,
laughing.
no,
He was
no.
like, he said, that's my mother. He said, oh.
Oh, she was a good woman.
Oh my goodness.
Talking about freaking his mama out. I
But
couldn't
Oh,
let's
live to
be
that shit.
real,
You have
the
to
way
run me the
she
fade.
looked, don't act like you wouldn't.
yeah, she wasn't that
Who?
bad looking.
Who? Trill the married man? Or Trill the single man? The, I don't even have eyes for the woman. I see men and
Uh-huh,
walking
uh-uh,
penguins. Okay.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Uh-huh. You see the penguin. We get it.
I see I see men and walking alimony. That's what I see. I see
Hi,
a
Trill's
lifetime of
wife. You're
regret.
in the background, aren't you?
Yeah, we know. We know. We know.
I absolutely adore. Okay, she left. Yes, god damn, what you mean? Of course I would. I would have damn. Ah.
All right. So I think we should rate this film.
Like we're doing the 5 stars, 1 out of 10.
Whatever you
How
want to
many
do.
Mac
Yeah,
heads is
I
it?
well with Black Dynamite, we by the way, you missed a good episode with that one. Uh
I had to
we've
work. What? It's my fault. I got to earn a living.
no
I
no,
told you I work at the restaurant industry.
I was
My
just saying
job
you did miss
sucks.
a good
I'm just
one.
fucking.
I'm not
I
I'm
know. I'm just. I know. I'm a little sensitive.
but
I'm sorry.
but it was essentially 1 out of 10, but we kind of were creative with it.
yeah.
Okay. 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 Can you give me a movie that is a 1, a 5, and a 10, just so
Well,
I
it's funny
can
that you
better.
mentioned that. We had Black Dynamite as a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would be a 5 in the same black culture like, type of any movie that you think we've all seen? Actually, that could be a 5 or a 1 because that could be way too hard to
I don't
run
know.
it down.
I don't know. You want me to go? You want me to write just so you can get a feeling of what we did?
Yeah, just a feeling
Oh, okay.
pick a movie and then give it a rating type of thing. It doesn't matter.
I will write this film. Um. Uh. Let's see. I'm gonna rate this film 9.5 ribs out of 10.
uh, then I'm gonna give it 8 shots when it only should have had 6 out of 10.
Ah!
What am I give it?
I too will give it an 8, but I'll give it 8 gold chains.
8 gold chain.
Okay.
He OD'd on the gold. I think what was missing from this movie to make it a 10, um, honestly, would have for me just been more action. The action been more actiony. I understand it's a comedy movie, but my favorite type of movie is an action comedy. So if it just had a little more action, a little more lens flare type of thing to it, although it wasn't popular at the time, it would have been a 10 out of 10 movie for me. But for what the movie is, I think it is absolutely perfect at 8 out of 10.
You know what? I can piggyback off that because I agree with that. And what kind of got me, and this might just be again part of the times because this came out in 1989, I think. Some of the
Hmm.
editing choices felt kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, when they would have a joke set up, sometimes they would linger like a hair too long that takes you out of the joke.
Yeah. On the Olympics part, that was really evident. So as we
There's that
watched like
one.
2 days ago.
Also, I the part where they made a reference to how Keenan Ivory Wayans was the director of the movie, they made an in joke about that. I really wish they would not have shown his reaction to that reference.
Mm,
I think they should have just said that line and then moved on to the next scene.
mm.
I
Because
agree.
because again, you already knew who he was. You didn't have to actually show his reaction to that particular reference.
All right. I will say I concur.
Yeah, I think it's a great movie. I think if we had done a trilogy, it would have been just as good. But I like the Wayne's brothers' way of thinking of instead of doing the
Yes.
trilogy, let me just come out with a different concept with my brothers in it. Like, what's the movie with his two brothers and they work at an office and what's her face works there and they figure out someone's stealing some money. What's that movie called? You know what I'm talking about? She bad. They work in the office. He work like on the at a bank in the office though, type shit.
Huh.
Uh,
It seems like I could picture the movie that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like it was one of the movies back in the day. Both the Wayne's brothers was in it. Marlon was in it, but he was like broke on the couch type shit.
Mo Money.
Oh wait, yeah, Mo Money.
Yes, yes, that's the name of it. More money.
Yeah.
Stacey Dash.
More
That's
money.
literally
More.
the.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but Stacey Dash
More
is
money.
crazy.
I mean, she is now, but back in the day, she was finna be my girl.
Yeah. Stacey Dash thinks she's not black.
Uh, Stacey, if you are ever on this show, we love you. We're not trying to start
Stacey,
any waves
respond
with
to my
you.
DMs, please. I've been
I did.
subtweeting you for years now.
Not gonna lie, I did love her in Clueless. She was actually my.
She's getting clues. I'm not saying she's a
She's
bad
my
actress.
second favorite character in
She's,
Clueless.
but she, I mean, she literally, I mean, let's be honest. She got on BET and said Happy Black History Month.
Okay, let's not start any waves because we might have her on the show. We can pick it up. Wait, we need the
Wait, what?
clout first. We need the clout first before we
You
talk
do
that
know
out.
if I get on the show, I'm going to ask some questions.
Get her on the show first, then you can do it.
You do know if I
I
get
I
on the show,
I
if
have
I
no
get on
problem with Stacey. I think that maybe she's just been misunderstood. Maybe she's been even given some bad information. And you really don't know a person until you sit down in a room with them and have an honest
Yeah, I'll have a
conversation.
conversation. She's hypnotized. So, let's go ahead and get to the pitches.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
So
Yeah,
Trill,
but
your
but
pick is
what are we actually doing?
we're pitching a
We're
film,
we're
pitching a
picking a
sequel.
No, I
sequel.
know that. Well, is it sequel or reboot?
Let's do
Well, it's Trill's choice.
yeah, Trill, yeah.
Um, in the spirit that Bad Boys can have sequels that come out multiple decades later, let's just do a sequel.
All right, cool. Ladies first.
Go ahead.
Mac.
Huh?
Oh
Fuck
my
off,
God.
miss.
That was so good. That was so good. We both hit it. Like we both knew who was back, right? We got we
High
got you on
five,
that one,
Trill.
Mac.
High five.
Right. Space high five. We got you so good on that, Mac, dude. Like we
Okay,
talked about beforehand.
I will go first though.
Uh,
I would actually like to do a sequel with Khadif Hardison's character. Was he Willie? Yeah, he was Willie. Um, where I think at the end of the movie he said he was gonna go straight, or was that Damon who said that? One of them said that they were gonna go straight at the end of the movie and no longer do crime. Actually, I think it was Damon. You know what?
I think it was
Sequel of
David.
both of them. There we go.
Okay.
So we would have to, because I thought about this. Remember that there was like this weird craze with the Stanley Cup thing where people are getting the Stanley Cup because it was borderline indestructible? This was like a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of the gold chains, you have the this craze about like the indestructible cup. I mean, the Stanley Cup, and they're taking on the role of ooh, I'm confusing my movies. I almost called him Shame. That is a totally different movie that Keenan Williams was in. Um, Spade, Jack Spade. So Jack
Okay.
Spade is retired. Like Jack Spade is now the role of Slade, and Lenny and Willie are the role of Jack Spade, if that makes sense.
Mm, I like it.
All right.
Little flip flop.
Yes, and in lieu of what we recorded last week, the bad guy is Donald Trump.
Damn it. Fucking shit.
That's hilarious.
Okay. All right. Fuck that shit. All right. I can go. All right, bet. I'm ready to go.
What you got, man?
All right, in my sequel, I'm gonna actually do the opposite of something that could happen because Miss didn't pick me because this is something he could do. So my sequel, we're gonna get Mr. Big Son played by Jim Carrey.
Okay.
Jim Carrey will play Mr. Big Son, and he's a zany, crazy type of person. So so we're gonna Kenny Ivan Reigns reprising his role, and he's gonna have a son in this. And in this episode in this instead of a gold chain, um it's um it's literally an app where we're gonna get references to it's an app. Well, it's not an app. It's something black people are into. Which I'm gonna take a number from Undercover Brother. It's chicken, and the chicken literally is turning them into white people, and is making their
Hmm.
culture into white people. It's not making black people black, they're turning white. So that's what's gonna happen. That is his plan. And in this film, Jim Carrey will look like he has a head of hair, but at the end of the film, he's so crazy and so cuckoo that he is actually bald. Because they want to make him he want to give him a Lex Luthor complex. So that's what they're doing. Slade sadly is not going to be in this film because sadly the actor passed away. But we will bring back Antonio Fargas because Antonio Fargas is still alive, and if you give him, if I promise you, you ask him to do this, he will definitely do it again. We're gonna have, we're gonna have, he's gonna recruit somebody, by the name of Sticky Fingers, which is gonna be played by Kevin Hart, and Dwayne the Rock Johnson will be in this damn film as Heavy Arms.
I like it. I
So
like the casting.
yeah, and he's gonna beat and Dwayne the Rock Johnson will beat the fuck out of people. But at the end of the film, he just literally runs out of juice because he needs to go on a carbo load because he gets weak. He said, "I'm weak, man. I need a bunch of food." Ah, shit. You know, he needs to get his carbo load because
Oh God, I think I know where you're going with this.
so he has to get a big ass. So he has to eat a bunch of food to literally get himself good. So instead of him so the only food that he has around is the chicken, and it turns him white, and he acts like a white man. So there. Actually, what's going to happen is he turns into Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's what happens.
Okay.
I like it.
Right? Stone Cold sold me.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk
Yes.
My
out there.
sequel is
Look,
that
you don't have one. You don't need one.
no,
Yeah,
I think this the best. I think a great idea for the sequel should be
yeah, he's gonna
that
walk out and just say Stone Cold says he's just gonna step, but he ain't gonna say nothing. He's just gonna say what, what. That's what's gonna happen.
I think a good sequel would be one that you didn't necessarily know was a sequel until like the end credits. Like so the premise I'm kind of toying with is that the comedy structure that was I'm gonna get you sucker is something in our culture is killing our culture, but really what we choose to go after and band together to stop is the thing in our culture that doesn't look like us, right? So it's subdiversion, right? So that's what I want the movie to be about. I want it to be a comedy about a classic subdiversion. I think a classic subdiversion would be the gender war between men and women, right? So the movies, instead of it being just a man, so a soldier that came back from war, we can have the same military person, but his girlfriend who stayed longer, while he was deployed or whatever. and that be the intro and the starting dynamic that we play this gender thing based off of what his friends say, what her friends say, what social media says, and how big of a role that plays in that. I want them to launch a new social media app in their neighborhood that's supposed to help everything out. They go to this party for the app, and then, the rising and falling, action happens, the climax and the plot, ta da 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 da. But at the end of the movie, after you laughed, you cried, you had an introspective look at yourself and about how social media impacts how you date and how you care about other people. At the end of the movie, you see like that the person who was really making the app is Mr. Big son, and then the person who comes in the coffee shop to talk to you about, your true calling in life is Slade. So then at the end of the movie, you see that, oh, this is the sequel to I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Although it had the tone and comedy and pacing throughout the whole way, you really didn't know it until the end. You're like, wait a minute, these are two actors that came from previous movies. I know that what it is because they came from that. I think that would be an awesome way to continue a a movie that's this old in a sequel, to let the movie in its own right stand on its own as a funny cultural comedy, but then in the last legit 5 or 6 minutes, 1 to 2 scenes, it ties itself in and builds a bigger world at large. What do you guys think?
Cool.
Yes.
I'm with it.
Yay! Trill wins.
Yeah.
I can't win.
But yeah, I get the pick, so yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, Matt gets the pick.
Yeah, because y'all like my
No,
y'all like my
no, Mac doesn't get to pick. Trill picks.
Trill don't get to pick a second time. That's not fair. He don't got it. You know. You just don't want
No,
to pick.
I don't know.
this is his movie choice, so he picks who wins.
Oh yeah. Who won?
Yeah. Oh, you thought she was saying I won? How could I win if it was my
I was
choice, man?
joking.
You're
Okay.
such a big goof.
Yeah, I know. Who won?
You're so funny. I like the idea about Stone Cold Steve Austin. I like that. But I once saw a movie that had like I've seen two comedies so far that I've had. One was a Western, one was like a romantic comedy, and it had too many good actors in it. And I couldn't follow the plot.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
feel
Hold on.
that could happen to you, man.
Hold on. I'm not done yet. Also, in my film, in the end credits, Triple H there's another son, and it's Triple H.
See, that's what I'm saying. It would be hilarious to see, but it's like it's too hodgepodge to like for me to say it's a better idea than what Miss came forward with, which was kind of beginning, middle, end. Here's the overall story, and this is what I got. I am actually interested to see what you guys would pick before I pick the winner. I think that would matter to me more than whose story was better, but that's kind of not in the vein of picking the winner.
I mean, I can
So,
actually answer that for you.
okay, yeah, if you want to, go ahead. This is gonna be good.
Okay, to be fair, I would actually pick Mac, but I also do agree you have to tone down your celebrities in the movie.
Oh no, it's just gonna be The Rock, and it's just gonna be
Well,
the
you
Right?
said The Rock,
Matt,
Kevin Hart, Keenan Ivory. You named a lot of
Triple
people.
H.
Well, hold on. Triple H is not an all-star type of casting. The only big star would be The
Oh,
Rock.
you mean like he's at the end, like a little like he was in the movie type of thing, not
Yeah,
like he's
because
in the
Triple
movie.
H is really not
In
a
the
big
movie.
star. Yeah, he was in the Chaperone for Christ's sake.
I mean, he's a bigger star than I am, but I see what you mean. Like
Yeah, he's not.
he's
Here's love.
identifiable enough for a gag at the end,
Yeah.
but he's not like in the epilogue or some shit.
Yeah. He's not the
I
biggest.
actually meant what would you pick, as in what would you pick for like the movie you would pick. But Mac, I think I actually am going to pick you because Missed Your Idea sounded good. It sounded thorough, but Mac's idea just sounds so crazy to me that
And also, it's fair because I already did my movie, so he should actually. But
Yeah, and
we
that's
need
the
to switch up
bottom
the
Like
line.
rotation
Max,
too.
And
his
that's the bottom line because
the
Matt Poole
triple.
said so.
That's what I'm saying. The Triple H part. If he's just like a throwaway thing, then the movie it changes it because I'm thinking like Keenan Ivan Reigns, The Rock, and Kevin Hart in a
And
buddy action comedy, but that's not what he's pitching. He's pitching like
right.
these people are just like how The Rock was in what's that movie where he plays a tough guy, but it's not really tough. He brings an aluminum bat.
Oh, we're talking
He
about
plays like a
Jumanji.
character. One more time?
Jumanji.
No, not Jumanji.
Oh, Central
It's like an
Intelligence.
older movie. No, it's like an older
No,
movie
because
with
Central Intelligence, he was a role in that movie.
Vince Vaughn's in the movie. I think Uma Thurman's in the movie.
Oh, be cool.
Be cool. Yeah, like like in that. That's what I mean. Like if you say The Rock's gonna be a super famous person playing a character actor, that would be fucking hilarious. Like Channing
Versus
Tatum in The
being
Hateful Eight
versus being the star.
All right.
versus being exactly. I thought you meant these were the stars. No, that sounds fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. Because I was
Kevin
thinking the
Hart
same
being
thing.
the food guy,
Yeah.
like selling hot dogs or something. It'd be hella funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get,
yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Let them get them jokes off. Okay, I pick you, Mac.
All
And
right.
also, I
Cool.
didn't know you hadn't picked this show yet. Yeah, you should totally be able to pick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
that's
Because
be
I was
fair.
thinking
That's all.
about that earlier. I was like, even if I did win, I probably would have just been like, yeah, somebody else should probably pick the movie since we already
Yeah,
did
and
mine.
also Loveless already depicted, so it doesn't matter. So Loveless, what's up,
Ooh.
man?
Is he in
Loveless,
here?
he's here. He's in there. He's in the. He cut off his mic.
Hello, loveless.
Yeah, here we go. Here we
Can
go.
you hear my sweet voice?
There we go.
I
All
mean,
right.
we're gonna singing lessons.
So
Loveless,
what?
how you
So
like it?
what? So what you
Oh,
thought
here.
about the film?
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of dug the film quite a bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be, but it was still pretty enjoyable watching all the way through,
All right,
if I'm
Can I
being
ask a
honest with you.
question, Mac?
go ahead.
Loveless,
What's
was
up?
this your first time viewing this movie to watch
Yes.
for this?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
my first time watching it.
Would you viewed other movies between the 1989 and let's say 2009? And were you an average comedy or viewer of black culture within that time frame?
Kind kind of sort of like I watched stuff like Martin, Steve Harvey show, Friday, that kind of thing. But for the
Right.
most part, I kind of stayed more in the cartoon era.
I similar path. So my last question, and this is in no particular order, truthfully. Um, did you find that the show, I mean not show, the movie was funny and just not your particular sense of humor on every joke? Or did you find some things simply just were not funny? Like you can't see like how the fuck is that? How is that funny? Type of thing.
It's one of those. The way I put it is more so the fact that a lot of it, a majority of it was more of a kind of like when you're scrolling on your phone kind of thing, you see something humorous and you just kind of exhale through your nose kind of thing. That's
Right,
what I felt like
right,
watching
right,
most of it. That said,
right.
there were a few just actual laugh out loud moments, like with freaking Kung Fu
Like
Panda.
an extended sketch comedy where multiple comedians got to come up to the bat to
Yeah,
perform, and it just had a cohesive storyline, right?
yeah. Like at the very least, I would not say it was bad. Like I definitely enjoyed myself. When I watch it again on my own, probably not.
Would you
So what
watch
you're
it with
saying,
somebody
what
else
you're
though?
no, no, no. What you're saying is
Go
Black
ahead, miss.
Dynamite was better.
Yes.
Okay. Was
Because
it
let's
the
be
action
real,
in Black
yeah,
Dynamite, or was it the acting
yes. Oh
that made it
no,
better?
there was action. Have you seen Black Dynamite?
No, I have. I'm asking, was it the action
Oh,
or the acting? Like, which one
I'll
was it?
say
Because Black
I'll say for
Dynamite
me,
does have a little cheesy comedy in it, to be fair.
yeah, I will say that for me, the cheesy stuff is definitely more of my thing. I like things that are very cheesy and noise, which is like a lot of the comedy that I did find funny was a lot of the this is a movie, like this is a movie, this is what you're supposed to do in a movie, so this is what we're gonna do kind of thing. Like the whole sequence with them having the whole band playing behind old boy. I forget his name.
Oh,
Like
Slade.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Slade,
The
yeah.
background
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, like the background music and
Or the
Every
theme
time he
like
music.
pulled up,
like
every time he
every
pulled up, he
hero
had the
gotta have his
music.
background music. And he just those brothers just follow him from behind. Just like stuff
They was
like
playing the
that is
shit out
like
that
my
music
cup of
though.
tea. But then there are some things like the whole thing with Sean Wayne's, as the background henchman. I didn't really find that. I didn't really find that all that humorous, to be honest with you.
Oh, you didn't like the stairs or the
The
window?
stairs bit was fun. The stairs bit
Yeah.
was fun, but like everything else was like, okay, can we like move it along?
Okay.
Because like the other dude was
So
just like for some reason he just annoyed the heck out of me.
okay, okay.
I mean, he was kind of supposed to, but I get what you're
Oh yeah,
saying.
oh yeah. It was like I know he was supposed to, but it was like it was one of those things. Was like I thought he was supposed to annoy the characters, but I'm like, oh, you're annoying me as well. And that's not. I'm not having fun with this. Like I will say, Sean's character
You
was
mean Damon? Damon.
no,
Damon
no,
Wayans. Because
yeah, no,
Sean
no.
was there too.
I'm talking about Sean
Oh, okay.
specifically. Yeah, yeah. So like Sean Wayne specifically, like some of his bits, while they were more funnier than Damon, it was Damon, right?
Okay.
But it was like, even though I found them to be a little bit more funny, they were still kind of fell flat outside of the stairs bit. Like
Hmm.
the one thing that sticks to my mind was the scene when they were gonna capture, when they're gonna kidnap girl when she was having her cramps.
Uh,
I think that's a universal scene that we all love.
Dude, the way he screamed and just Jesus Christ, I love it so much.
he said, "Ah!"
It's just like I heard you screaming. Nah, I was whistling, bro. Like
I was whistling, man. I was whistling.
Like I said,
like
Motherfucker.
it
my
was
favorite
more
line
like
That
is,
that, then
twice.
I'd be fine. But like more often than not, it was more like annoying bickering for me. Otherwise,
I mean, like I said, my favorite line was, "Did we get that son bitch?" On the ground, he worried about getting shot at. Listen, we get that son bitch.
You know what's funny about that scene too? Okay, so that just happened, like him shooting himself basically. And the fact that Slade actually says we have an ambulance on the way, but they never called anybody. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, they never called anybody. All they did was duck behind the car.
Like how they call somebody with no cell phone?
Especially back then, I was just like, yo, it's
Even
okay.
if
They
they
come
had
in.
cell phones, that would not have worked in their favor.
Like
That's
in
funny.
any ghetto USA, bro. Like, nah. Especially, I will
That
say,
was my favorite part.
I did enjoy the plot. Like the plot was actually really fun for me. And like the main character, John, I found it to be a lot of fun.
Oh, Jack.
That's first. Jack.
Jack's
Thank you.
Jack Spade.
Yeah, Jack Spade. I
By the way,
keep getting
creative
John and
name
Jack
too, Jack Spade.
related.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, I keep getting them mixed up because they both have J's in it. So I'm like, I kept calling Jack John and like, but anyway, I enjoyed Jack, especially the whole twist, like, oh, he about to mess these dudes up. And then as soon as trouble goes on, he's screaming like, what you doing, Doc? And then he revealed that he was an administrative, like assistant, like he was behind the I was the same way as John, like, man, look.
I lost my eye due to paper clips. That shit was
we
hilarious.
we were
I was
messing
like,
around in the office.
I'd have been pissed. He would have had to box me. Got rubbed in
nah,
my
that was
face.
No, what got me was when he was like, "Man, where'd you get those belts?" Oh yeah, I got that one for bowling. I got that one for surfing.
because I thought
A
I
whole
like,
bunch of
man, all those medals
bullshit.
kind of look patchy. I was like, oh no, because they are patches. Got it. Like Boy Scout, got it. You know what? You got me there.
You had me the first half. That's it.
They really did. Like that whole bit with the woman with
uh,
the
The leg.
I was like, oh, he hasn't done so. Oh, he's about to get it now. But she kept taking stuff off, and
She took too much off.
no,
Okay, so with that,
the leg
I have
killed
to
me.
ask this because I was upfront about relating to the scene with the cramps. Since there's three of you, did you relate to him with Cherry?
Yes.
Yes.
I was scared as
Yeah.
hell.
So you would
Eight.
not have stayed. You would have ran.
Hell
I was
yeah.
stroked.
Yeah, I would have left.
I was
I would have
stroked.
left. If I would have saw that face, I said,
Yeah,
you
y'all
good,
weird.
bye.
Y'all weird.
I ain't
Y'all
gonna
weird.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. With
Y'all weird.
the butt and the chest, when she took those off, I was like, you know what? And the hair, I was like, you know what? You know, everyone looks beautiful in the dark. It's the leg.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm
It was
sorry.
the leg.
I am finna fold her one-legged, flat-chested, flat ass into a
Bald
half
head.
pretzel
You
and
got a bald
have
head.
that motherfucker washing my car tomorrow talking about I wish a motherfucker would talk about Trail, my baby. You got me twisted. You mean to tell me I brought you all the way back up to the crib and I don't get to perform? I don't give a fuck what you took off. Hear me now. I'm stretching you out like a motherfucking Laffy Taffy. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm putting foot forward, best foot forward. I'm standing 10 toes down in your shit for more than 22 minutes. You gonna be talking to me like an episode of Seinfeld. First commercial break from that bitch. Hell motherfucking yes.
I'm not
Hell
gonna stand
yes.
10 toes down for
Okay?
someone that only got 5 toes. That's crazy.
I'm standing in. I'm
You know what?
standing up.
Trill, I respect you for that answer because the fact that she was still willing to go ahead with it after he said, "Hey, I don't have 12 inches," and she was still like, "You know what? That's okay."
That was part of
It
the
was
reason why
like
I
I'm
would stay because of the
good.
hair. It was
I'm
just
just,
the legs, just like I don't know. It's
bruh.
one of those things I gotta think
I was
about.
done, and then she popped the leg off, and I was back in somehow. I don't know. I was back in. I was so far out, but somehow she brought me
Oh
back
wait,
in.
she also said her eyes weren't green. She said her eyes weren't green, no chest, no butt, no
No
hair, and
hair.
no leg.
I mean, she got a
So
mouth though, so
we going in there like the motherfucking Steel Team 6. Good. All it.
you know what? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I might not go
You
all the way.
already in the room, bro. Think about it. It's not a movie. You already in the
That's what I'm
motherfucking room.
saying.
You
Like
in the
you
room.
can you can
She
at least
down
get
to
some
do it.
head. I can at least get some head.
Come
How about
on, something going. Look, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving here with something. Okay,
that's it.
I'm leaving here with something. Right?
Like,
Mac,
come
you're
on, like someone
That's
like
Mac,
her
you're
around
with
me.
just
all that, and she have
judgmental.
that laugh, the head got to go stupid. That's all I'm saying.
Stupid. Imagine you hitting it, and she got that one little leg up in the air, and it's moving. Bruh,
No, I
wait.
can't. I can't. I
You
need to
gotta
have two
grab that
legs.
motherfucking thigh and pull it from the back. Oh,
But
bro.
I do appreciate letting him know now than him finding out like midway, grab the
I'm
leg a
going
little too
crazy.
hard to come off.
Bro, I got a leg too hard to come off. I'm gonna nut. You what? I'm just a normal man. I'm not a superhero. What?
I'm just
Imagine you stroking at your. Come on, bro. It ain't no way. It ain't no way.
come on, man.
Uh-uh.
See, now that I'm imagining what Black Dynamite would do with that, because after what we saw, what he could do with the one with two legs.
Oh,
See,
that's what
this
I'm
is why you need to
saying.
watch the movie, because oh my goodness, he was doing positions where I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that position with somebody.
Yeah. All right, let's go
There's,
ahead and
there's, there's
let's
no
go ahead.
limit.
All right, so let's go
So,
ahead and
so Mac won.
yeah, I won. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Wait, we didn't get your rating. What do you rate the movie?
oh yeah, Loves, what do you
Logan?
rate it? Rank it.
Out of
Personally,
10.
out of 10. Ooh, now you asked for too much. I'd give it a nah, but I'd give it a solid 7. I'd give it a solid 7.
All right.
Because like
Okay.
there's a lot of fun things to be had, and it's not a bad movie by any means. It's just I would just say it's one of those things where it's like I acknowledge it's good. It just probably isn't for me overall. There are a lot of funny bits. Like I did love Like what had me on the floor laughing, which is probably my favorite scene, was the Kung Fu Kenny one, where it's like he was getting ready to fight on them cops, and they just gunned his ass down.
That shit was
Everybody
funny.
I
look
had to
up
replay
and
that 5 times. That shit
fighting.
got me.
I mean, I knew he was gonna get his ass. I knew he was gonna get his ass shot up when he was out there. Just we were saying it.
Well, okay, you would expect that because there was like 50 cops right there. What was he gonna do?
What got me is that
Cops?
because my dumbass thought he was gonna, he about to at least take one of them out. Like he's gonna
No,
take
he didn't even finish
nah.
his sentence before he got shot down.
That motherfucker came out the car saying,
Just like
And got put out.
Like I had to replay that 5 times. That had me on the floor. I ain't gonna lie, because I really thought he was gonna do something.
Yeah, he didn't do shit. just like the mom said, he ain't shit. Anyway,
not bad.
Can I ask one last question?
Oh, go ahead.
This should be really quick.
No
Who
problem.
was your favorite character?
Yeah, Kung Fu Johnny.
I was like, honestly, I really like Jack. Like,
I'm gonna say the mama. The mama had me laughing the most consistently.
oh wait, no, because I will say, the mama had me with the freaking that fight scene with the obviously fake double.
You mean the Mario knockoff?
Yes.
That was not a fake double. That was Mama doing the backflip.
So mama
Stop
just
the
grew a
slander.
mustache out of nowhere.
You've never heard of women having
I know women
hair
have
growth in their
mustaches,
later
but I don't
years?
think they got Mario
It's like I
brother
heard of women having
mustache.
mustaches. I don't remember them change into a whole different skin tone.
That was
Totally
her. Y'all
different
hating. Y'all
build,
hating.
height. That was a totally different person.
Y'all hating. I'm playing. That was definitely something different.
But yeah, Mama was probably my favorite character in terms
Mama
of
was great.
consistency.
Wait, the fact it was someone different makes it more funny, though, right?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's what
Because the same thing happened in Black Dynamite, even though that was like a 2-second gag, and they moved on from it.
Yeah, it was like that time. It just caught me off guard, and that's one thing I'll say about it. It caught me off guard a lot the first time. I don't know if I'll have the same reaction the second time. Like the Kung Fu Kenny one will always be funny, but other than that, I'm not sure if I'll enjoy it the second watch through. That's how I did like, Jack's whole, I don't know. I just found myself really relating and connecting with Jack's whole story about wanting to avenge the brother and doing his best, but he also can't really do much. But at the end of the day, he got the girl, so I can't really say shit,
No, say it right. He got his dead brother's wife.
Well, his dead brother was
apparently
it's not that hard
wanted
to
him
pick
in
up
the
someone
first place.
I'd have had her as a side piece and got me with the one layer.
I do. The actress name is Dawn Lewis. I always thought she was really beautiful. We need Dawn Lewis on the show because I always loved her, like everything she's ever been in.
Me and one-legged Betty be getting down. Wow, I'm telling you.
So that's your favorite character, one-legged cherry.
One-legged
cherry, baby. Yeah.
Just one-legged cherry.
You said cherry, like the fruit, and put that cherry in her mouth. Boy, you can't tell me you didn't fall in love.
Look,
I'm just gonna close my eyes and think of that.
Look, all the way up to the leg. All the way up to the leg. If she had 2 of her legs, I'd be with you. All the way.
She's handy able. She ain't handicapped. She ain't handicapped. She don't spin around all the one time.
Nah, I can't with you.
You ain't ready yet. See, I'm ready, man.
He's like, you ready now? I'll take my ass back there and get me a drink with the boys, just like he did. What's that leg?
I'm ready for her to call out my name.
I will say that was actually a funny setup. Like that's how they should have done a lot of their setup with jokes was when that happened, there was no lingering. They just cut to him going back to the bar. Like I wish they would have done that with a lot of their jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was the main thing with with the henchmen that kind of annoyed me. It's probably just the fact that it just kind of kept going and going, and I'm like, all right, can we like I got it the first time. Can we like move this shit along? Like, can
Yes.
you ask him to go down the stairs, please, dog? I can't do this anymore.
But you have to
I
say,
love
the
that
last
running
time that
gag.
they asked him, you have to admit that was funny because they switched it up.
Oh no, that was hilarious. Because I was like, oh, they're gonna take his ass down the stairs. Oh, okay. You know what? You got me. Maybe I'm gullible as hell, but you got me that time.
Same.
Mac,
Did Mac
I'm just
fall
looking
asleep?
at Mac. I'm just looking at Mac staring at me with cold, dead eyes. Dog.
Mac. If
Mac
you
fell
don't
asleep
say
standing
anything,
up.
we're gonna pick the movie for you.
Like I feel like he's staring into my soul. I swear, if he T-poses, I'm out.
You know what? You missed one of our last gamer grudges because we were roasting him in the chat about his avatar. You missed it,
Dude, I
Lovelace.
got it. I
Why
got.
is his edge?
I
Why
gotta
does he
watch
look
because
so straight?
I always try to watch him again because I can never catch him live.
We were
I need
roasting
to
him
check out
so
this
bad in
next.
chat because we were like, somebody needs to kill it with fire.
He definitely looks like he leaked the ice. I'm not gonna lie.
Just
What
like
is that?
Now, there was one moment
It's-
where I don't know if Mac was looking down, but his avatar, his neck was broken. Like, it looked like Kung Fu King broke his neck. Yeah, it was just like broke. I'm like, oh my goodness, who broke your neck?
and right now he just looked like that one brother in the party that's just gone off, just completely drunk. He's just staring into the abyss. You can't get his attention or nothing.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's what he looks like.
Just
Mac,
He
say
looks like me every
something.
time I see my wife on my day off, have a tape measure and start measuring some shit. Like, nigga, what are you doing, bro? Why?
it's like,
Why?
is that what Jimmy Neutron looked like when he having a brain blast? Like,
You know what's funny about that kind of
That's
stuff?
so Raven.
You do wonder what the other people see when the character does that kind of stuff.
dude, like I just
Mac looks like a bad NPC.
it looked like I know what it is. It's like that episode of Family Guy where they were like looking at them having the flashback, like the cutaways, and they do like just like this time, and they just kind of stand there and do nothing.
Yeah, like doing the cutaway that we're seeing. What the fuck are they doing? Yeah, that's what Mac's doing right now.
I was like, man,
He
that
thinks
shit.
there's a cutaway, and he's doing whatever he normally does doing the
I
cutaway.
was like, he having a whole
That's what
ass
he's doing.
flashback right now, and I feel left the hell out.
Right. He's like, "Look,
He's
we're
having
just outside
a
the
war
cutaway.
flashback, and we're like, you okay, bro?
So, brother, you need.
And he's gonna come back out shaking and shit, traumatized.
It's like, I'm good, I'm good. Sorry, lost out there for a minute.
But you know what? You seriously are making me think about when he says brain blast. I wonder what he actually does before he comes back and yells out brain blast. Like, what is he doing
Nuts,
in those few seconds?
I
busting
just
nut.
see he look like he's taking a dump, bro.
Looks like he busting a nut. Think about it.
I,
Post
I
nut
would say he's
clarity.
10, but I
Brain
guess you
blast.
can do
Think
him at
about it.
10 years old.
Think about it. Think about it. After you bust a nut, how smart are you?
I mean, granted, most times after you have the brain blast, we got to do this. It always transitions
Mm.
because you got to change the pants. I think it's because he took a dookie in him.
What I'm saying is, if every time you have a brain blast, it's really him just busting a nut, that post nut clarity leads him to be quite genius.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
realize this.
So
He don't ever create nothing before he has brain blast.
here's a
It's
question:
only with an
Should
empty
we just,
sack. He'll be good.
since Mac is like having a
He'll be back.
war, that are you sure?
Yeah, he rolled somebody has to roll a 7 or 8 to bring him back, but we'll be fine. Keep going.
Should we just pick the
He's
movie
stuck.
because
Them niggas stuck. He's stuck in Jumanji, bro. We got roll 7-0. What happened to get his ass out? Look at his face, bro.
Not that we got to change his batteries. Hold on, wait a minute.
Wait, hold on, Trill. I'm gonna write something in the
Transformer
main.
ass.
I'm gonna write something in the main chat. Oops.
Somebody better
He's
call his
spelling
phone. He may have froze in real life.
Either that, or he got.
He looked like an avatar in a virtual reality place, like in a bad GTA.
Like one of those rip-off GTAs on the iPhone.
I'm just happy he doesn't have the standard black character haircut. And for that, we thank you.
I appreciate that. It's different.
I say that while unfortunately rocking the standard black guy. That's completely unironically my hairstyle. Completely unironic.
At least he ain't got the Killmonger haircut like a lot of black characters have now.
No, I legit do. That's what I'm saying.
Woo.
That's what I'm saying. It's completely
Well, shoot, I'm
unironic.
on my way to that at this point. At this rate,
But my man bun flips forward when I work because it can't hang on my shoulders. Because my hair used to be longer than I'm 6'1". It used to touch my butt with my dreads. So I cut it to my shoulder length. But then you can't have hair touching your shoulders when you work for food and bev. So I have to like put it in a bun. So unless I want like a Jeremy Lin bun in the back because it's so short, it's literally the Killmonger in the front.
Gotcha. I'm trying to imagine that right now. Just like you don't even try to do like little 2 puffs on the top.
No,
Because if you
I'm too
got it,
pretty.
you might as well.
Not to be funny, but I'm too pretty to have the 2 puffs and people not think I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? I am
You
like,
know what?
if I shave my beard, I scream, I take it in the ass. You know what I'm saying? So like, I gotta be real careful. I scream raging pony bottom without my beard on.
Oh,
So
then
I gotta,
you're gonna laugh at the avatar I made for you for our banner.
oh, fuck me.
I mean, it
You
still
know,
looks like you, but because it's Phoenix Wright theme, um, yeah, I had to make you really pretty.
I'm glad I'm already married. That's all I'm saying.
See,
My
this is
wife's always like,
that
you know what's funny? You want to hear something? The irony of something that you don't know until you're married, because Mac frozen time.
right.
So as men, we don't like to put onto other people our burdens. We feel
Right.
it's impolite to tell another person that you care about your burden, what you're going through. So when debt collectors be calling me, I'd be ignoring the phone call, and I'd be going outside to go, pay bills and shit, right? My wife sees this and she thinks something fishy is going on. I try to explain to her that it's just that. Of course, it goes the way you think it will. So the next time it happens, I answer the phone. I don't answer the phone, and I do it again. It's just a natural thing. It's not like I'm thinking about it, right? And she calls me out on it. So I call him back, and it was hella funny because she was like, "How the fuck you owe money to a couch company? You a different type of broke." I'm sorry, I didn't. You know what? I was tripping. You might have been right, baby. You ain't hiding. You ain't hiding a bitch or a dollar, is you? You ain't hiding a goddamn thing.
I was like,
I'm like,
nah, I
if I
talk
got two
shit.
nickels, motherfucker, you got 10 cents. What did you say? I can't hide
Say,
water from your ass.
I was like, I talk shit, but I just got finished paying off a couch company my damn self, so I can't really talk.
Said you a different type of bro. How you owe for plates and shit? What the fuck?
Just,
She goes, baby, where the couch?
I was like, they took the couch. I'm 3 months
Baby,
overdue.
baby, that's why they call it. She didn't want to
Should
hear
You
we
it.
said you
end
had to
this
have a couch.
show? Like, did we just end the show? Because
No, she didn't want to hear it.